And gentlemen, as the opposition side of this house, I'm going to show you 2 points of rebuttals as the response towards the argumentation of government side of this house. Number one, we believe that the step of legalization will not solve the problem of supply and demand, which has become their concern. Secondly, we're also asking for clarification and justification on why the donor system which is currently implemented is not sufficient. Come to my first point of rebuttal, why legalization will not solve the supply and demand problem. We believe that when this kind of activity is being legalized by the government, it means that the organ will be commodity to be traded in the market, right? It means that in the market, only those who have a strong financial power or only those with purchasing power can afford this commodity which is organ, ladies and gentlemen. This means that less those that are financially unfortunate or those poor people will not have opportunity or will not have power to afford this organ. Meanwhile, they also in the same situation in need of this organ, right? It means that the supply and demand issue will still be there because when the poor people really demanded for the organ, however, because they don't have money to buy it in the market of the organ, it means that they need will not be fulfilled because they don't have power to afford it, ladies and gentlemen. It means that this kind of scenario of legalization solve the issue or solve the problem that become the concern. Point number two is that about clarification of why the donor system is not sufficient, ladies and gentlemen. They believe they saying on how that there are some thousands of people die every day because of the lack of stock, right? And then they also saying that by legalizing it is more protected and also more regulated by the law, right? However, they did not explain to us on why donor system is not sufficient, so that they propose to legalize this system, ladies and gentlemen. As the opposition, we believe that the donor system is much fairer than the trade system when the government legalizing this scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Why we say so? Because when it is become a system of donation, it means that people will give or they will appoint or they will realize or understand the situation of people in need to their organs, right? Because psychologically, when it is still in the concept of donation, people will giving away the organ in this for the sake of altruism, ladies and gentlemen, not for the sake of profit. This is totally exclusive, right? The idea of donation with legalization of trading, with legalization trading of organ, because when it comes to trade, it means that your organ will be a commodity, and it means that you are running for profit, right? It means that you giving away your organ to those who can afford, and the price that they offer really match to your demand, right? So that is why we believe that the system of donation will be much fairer compared to the idea of legalization uh, of selling the organ. I rest my case and I beg you to oppose.